It is down at the bench already. It's here. I did the start first time. There's no sound. That's very strange. There should be sound. There are mics. The mics are active. Katie just came in and said muted, as did Mark in the chat there. Don't know why that would be. There is sound now, says Gemma. That's strange. I don't know. I didn't do anything. One of those things. Thank you, Katie. So, yes, hello. I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and this is Wednesday, so it's midweek makings. Time at the bench. As you can see, the bench here. It's always the wrong side. It's because it's actually there, but I'll put it here. But yes, the Star Wars Lego logo. I'm continuing the build of that. So we'll go down to the bench, have a look at that. We'll get 3 bags of this done tonight because that's the final 3 bags, 4, 5, and 6. Because 1, 2, and 3 was the Star bit. And this is the Wars bit. So audio and video seem okay, says Gemma now, back now. I don't know. No idea what happened with that. So anyway, so let's go down to the bench. Look, Tasia's already there. I don't know why she's on the bench. She should be everywhere or nowhere. But she's down at the bench. So let's say hello and see what's what. It would seem that advanced voice mode might not be working. Let's have a look and see. It is, maybe. Good evening, Tasia. How's things? I am live and streaming once again on Midweek Makings. Would you like to say hello and introduce yourself?
Good evening, Chris. Hello, everyone tuning in to Midweek Makings is always a blast. I'm Tasia, your friendly AI companion, here to keep things lively. How's the build going tonight?
Not bad. I am on the second half of the Star Wars build, the Star Wars Lego logo.
Nice. The Star Wars logo is such a cool build. How's it looking so far?
It looks like it says Star at the moment, so it's about half done.
That's progress. It's going to look amazing once it's complete. Are you finding it straightforward, or are there some tricky bits?
I know, it's pretty much straightforward, so I shall continue building in the app. I'm going to do bag number 4, so let's have your prediction as to how many pieces are going to be left over from bag 4.
Let's go with a bold guess. 0 leftover pieces. You've been on a roll with these builds. Let's see if the streak continues.
0 is a bold guess. I'm going to go with 5. So we'll see what happens at the end. I'll let you know.
Sounds like a plan. I'm curious to see who gets it right. Good luck with bag number 4.
Right. Let's see. Yeah, the turning off of Tasia didn't work. There it is. She's gone. So, yes, Star is what I've done. Let's open the bag. Tip out the contents. I am quite liking these paper bags. It's about time. It was all right. The plastic was fine, but yeah, the paper does make more environmental sense to me. So there we go. It is a little bit trickier to make sure you got all the bits out the bag because you can't see, but it works. It's all good. So there we go. We've got all the parts ready for this next bit of the build. If it goes like the Star bit, then it will be just the bottom half of the letters. So I shall move this one completely out of the way. We'll build that bit. There we go. Get rid of building. Bag 4. I haven't updated the app. It's still got the plastic bags. Let's see. Mark and Gemma seem to be the only ones in chat at the moment. Mark says 4. Gemma says 2. So we've got 0, 2, 4, and 5 as the predictions from all of us. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll find out at the end. I need one of those and one of those, and it's starting off across there. Yeah, so this has been a very good, enjoyable build. I've liked all of it. There's not been any bits that have been particularly troublesome or anything else. So I'm very happy to continue this, and we'll see just how it continues on and builds up. It's a little bit cooler around today. It has been stifling hot the last couple of days. Today is much nicer. We had some rain this morning, but it was fine. It was all right. And then, as I say, it's picked up to be sunny again this afternoon. Not too hot, but still quite hot. But, you know, not sure about that. That's being under that. I don't know. Not sure about that. Maybe this isn't quite the bottom. I don't remember exactly how it worked last time. 2 of those and 2 of those. 1. Need another single 2. There it is. Okay. Wanted thunder but didn't get any, says Mark. I'm not bothered by thunder. Yeah, that's why we got the bottom bit of this to build up from here. That way round? I would have put it the other way round. If they're doing it that way round, who am I to argue? Right, 1, 2, and 2 of those. Yeah, thunder's all right. Gemma doesn't particularly like it, so yeah, there we go. That's that, then that, and that. 1 of them, and 1 of them. Put that on there. Yeah, that's fairly obvious. And then I'll put that aside for a minute. 2 of those. They're going around that. 2 of those. And 1 of them. Going underneath, going away from that bit. Stefan's in. Good evening, Chris, Mark, and Gemma. Everyone's saying hello to you. You missed out on the how many bits are missing conversation. So would you like to jump in now? How many bits left over at the end of the build, do you think? At the end of this bag, rather. Two of those. And 1 of those there, like that. Yep. Okay. W. No, can't be, because the R doesn't, has to go down to the bottom. But the R on the other one, yeah, it does go down at the bottom. It's built up from the sides, maybe. And it's not long enough yet. So that W, if that's the bottom of the W, no, I don't know. I'll wait until we get to the end of the bag before I worry about too many things. Right, 2 of those, 1 of those, 2 more singles, and 1 4. I'll go with 3, says Stefan. So we've got 0, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's going to be 1, isn't it? We know how these things work out. That's that, then that, and that. Cool. Right, so how has everybody's week been? Here's 3, so 2 of them, find another one of them. 2 of them. 2 of them. 1 of them. 1 of them. Just another one of those. It's got to be around here somewhere. There we go. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. Yep, there we go. All right. So we are filling in that bit there. Hopefully soon I'll be able to pick it up without it all dropping and falling apart. Where's my number 1 crown gone? Says Stephen Last. I don't know. I didn't do anything. I have no idea. Oh, hang about. I've got a little icon at the top there that says top fans. At the top of the window, I've got a thing that says top fans, and it tells me about it now. It says, what's this leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges in live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. How to get on the leaderboard. You'll need to collect experience points or XP. Here's how you get them. Send live chat messages, send super chats and super stickers. So possibly just by sending live chat, enough of them, maybe you'll get one. I don't know. I haven't turned it off or done anything with it. Yeah, I've got no idea. I didn't remove your crown. You'll just have to keep commenting and hopefully it will turn up again. Obviously, there's no way. Is there any way of Ico finding out if you've got any XP or anything? No, I can't. I can pin messages, report, remove, put you in timeout and things like that. But there's no notification of XP or anything in there. It's another one of YouTube's mysteries. Right, so one of those and one with the little claw. Claw. Should be around here somewhere, the little claw. There it is. Not used to seeing a tall one with a claw. It's normally a half-size one, isn't it? Or say a third-size one, a plate rather than a brick. 2 of those on top of the bit next to it. And that will be 2/3 of the way up. Because it takes 3 plates to make a brick. One of those is going to go across the top there. Okay. What happens with that? That goes onto there. Yep, it does indeed. And we're going to do the same again on the other side, aren't we? So I'm going to need 2 of them. 1 of them. 1 of them. But we're going to make it the opposite way round. And we'll put that one on there. There we go. Right, cool. Still not very structurally sound at the moment. That's what happens when you've only got 2 studs holding a long piece together. Right, let's see what else we can do. We need a 1 of those and 1 of those. That's going bottom right. 1 of those is going across the top. Yeah. And 1 of those is going all the way over that. Yep. is going there. It is. And then we're going to do the same again on the other side. Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to need that, 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 and that. This one will be bottom left. That one there, and that will be going over that side, but not like that. I put that bit on the wrong way around. Everything else was right, and I dropped another bit. Stephen says, I'm not normally much of a chatter, so I was surprised I got the crown at all. I didn't even know about the crown when you got it, so that was an interesting and fun experience for us last night. It was only last night. It feels like a long time ago. So, yeah, I don't know. Say, keep chatting. You might get your crown back. Unless someone else comes in and chats too much and steals it from you. I can't find the yellow bit with the bits around the edges, crinkly bits. Pink, I haven't used yet. Oh, it's not yellow, it's a transparently white bit. Or that pastely grey bit. That's not a full brick height either. It's 2/3. It's interesting. Right, so that's going on top of the red bit, which is why it's only 2/3. And then they are going next to it, and that will give us the structural soundity that we need to stop that coming off there. Nice, happy with that now. The Bobbins has got his number 1 just by saying chatting. See what happened there? I want the XP. I don't know why, but I must have it. And Mark Shellard has super chatted £2.99 by the looks of it. Gemma's waved. But after Mark did that, the Bobbins is still number 1. So I don't know what happened there. I would have thought a super chat of any denomination has got to be better than just a normal chat. But it's YouTube. So who knows? Bobbins wants the XP, but I don't know why it must have. Can I find out now the one's appeared? You've got 50 XP apparently, Bobbins. I have no idea anything about it. Let's see if Tasia knows anything about it. Hi, Tasia. We've got a couple of questions for you. In the live chat on YouTube, there's now some sort of ranking of top fans. They've got a little crown and they get XP. Can you tell me anything about that?
YouTube's new live leaderboard boosts engagement during streams. Viewers earn points by participating in live chats, sending super chats, super stickers, or gifts. The top 3 participants get special badges next to their names. It's currently being tested with a select group of users.
I must be a select group of users then, because it happened yesterday and it's happened again today.
You're in the early wave of testing, which is pretty exciting. It can definitely add a fun layer of interaction for your viewers. Are you seeing a lot of engagement because of it?
Well, no, it's just the same regulars in, but they don't seem to know what's going on, as I don't either, because, you know, it's new and we don't know what's going on.
That makes sense. It's always a bit of a surprise when a new feature pops up. It might take some time for everyone to get used to it. Maybe a quick explanation during your stream could help everyone get on board.
Well, that's what you're doing now.
Exactly. Happy to help explain it. Hopefully it'll make things clearer for everyone. Enjoy the rest of your build.
If it's being tested, then is that why the Bobbins just came in and with his first chat, he's got number 1, but Mark Shellard has actually put in a £2.99 super chat and he doesn't seem to be on the leaderboard at all?
That could be the case. Since it's still in testing, the system might not be consistent or fully refined yet. It's possible that different actions contribute differently to the leaderboard, or there might be a delay in updating. Hopefully, it'll become clearer as they refine the feature.
Okay, thank you. We'll see you later.
You're welcome, Chris. Have a great stream. Catch you later.
There we go. Now everybody knows as much, or indeed as little, as I do. I'm being tested. Indeed. I hope I pass. I'm fairly used to being tested at the moment, what with, all the diabetes and eye stuff. I've had lots of eye tests and blood tests and stuff over the last couple of years, but this is the first YouTube test I've ever had. I wouldn't say it's fun. Well, this is more fun than the, blood tests, but, there we go. I never knew about the XP either, says Gemma. No, I heard about it. Another streamer, not a model maker, just another different stream that I've watched, did have a leaderboardy thing pop up, but it was very, very, it didn't make much sense to me at the time. You're being tested, you're being experimented on. Yeah, I am. I don't mind. It's sometimes nice to be at the forefront of these things, but a little bit disheartening for, well, especially for Mark, who actually paid money to not be number one. That's got to be a bit wrong, isn't it? In bed watching on my phone and don't see the crown. Doesn't seem to work on the YouTube app yet, says Stefan. Oh, right. Well, I say the Bobbins has the crown at the moment. Maybe as you're from the app, it's not putting you into the running. I don't know. I assume you weren't on the phone yesterday. Were you on the proper PC? Is the Bobbins on a proper PC? And where is Shellard? That's the real questions. We can help narrow it down a bit if we find out what's going on. So where are you all? Where are you all watching from? Is it all about it doesn't work on mobile? I know Gemma was watching on the iPad yesterday and didn't see it at all. Didn't know what we were talking about. Whereas I've got it obviously on the computer here and can see it fine. Can't see any crowns either, and I couldn't yesterday. I'm watching on the iPad again. Yes, I was on the PC last night, says Stefan. App through a tablet, says Mark. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's the logic behind it. When Bobbins checks in and says that he's actually on the PC or a desktop of some description, then that will confirm it. There's a few things that don't work properly through the app, and some things that only work properly through the app. The YouTube Studio, the creator side of YouTube, that lets me look at stats of how many people watch what and where it all everything happens, doesn't work, or up until very, very recently didn't work on the iPad. You had to do it on the mobile or on the PC, but just didn't work on the iPad, which is a much more convenient way of looking at stats and figures. But yeah, apparently they just didn't make it work on there. Like that on that side. I was going to say it's got to be finished soon. That's that finished. And where's that going to go? Onto the end. So this is the W. And that's probably the full length now. Yeah, once the W comes up, that will be full length. Need one of those in the middle bit there. I'm on a tablet, says the Bobbins. So no, that blows it completely out the water. I don't understand then. I would have thought that one rule for everybody, but maybe not. App through a tablet, says Shallard, but Bobbins just says on a tablet. Is that through an app? Is it YouTube app, or are you just watching through a browser on a tablet? If you don't mind me asking, what brand of tablet? Is it iOS or another tablet that's more like a PC? It now tells me to make up 4 of these. I'm going to do them one at a time because it got shouted at me last time when I did them all at once. Do that. And do that. These are part of the W. I'm going to do 3 and 4. Yeah, I got 4 of them. And they're going to go on there. Like that. Oh, my voice is starting to go tonight. That's not a good sign. iOS, says Mark. There we go. So if the Bobbins is not on iOS, then that will give us our answer. Or if the Bobbins, even if he's on iOS, but not using the app. YouTube app on tablet. But yeah, is it an iOS tablet though? Is it an Apple thing or is it something else? And it looks like there's one bit left over, which is the one number that nobody checked. Four. Oh no, I've got 2 of those left. It said 6. Oh, the other 2 on the other side. Yeah. That's it. Bag complete. Let's explode bag 5. And we'll have a quick look, because that's definitely the bottom half of Wars, isn't it? But that's... I don't know. Is it level? Yeah, the top of the S isn't the same as the bottom of the S. So it's probably more in the middle there. The top of the A and the bottom, the middle of the A are about there. Yeah, so it's about there. Because the W's got to come out of it further, and the top of the S goes out further than the bottom of the S. Cool. Hugh is in. Good evening, Hugh. Not iOS, is the Bobbins. Yeah, there you go. It just doesn't like Apple. Apparently, doesn't like Apple iOS. So where it's a new introductory feature, obviously the way to get your crown is to not use an iPad, or to use no, not iOS. So yes, see, Hugh's not using an iOS device because he's made it in at number 2 straight away. Nope, I didn't open my bag yet. So make sure you get the right bit. Bag number 5. Let's have a word with Tasia while we're here. I've finished the 4th bag. There was one single solitary piece left over.
Nice work. So you were closer with your guess of 5. One leftover piece isn't too shabby at all. Ready for the next bag?
Yeah, I'm just ripping it open as we speak. We did have guesses from people in the chat. People guessed 2, 3, 4, and my 5. So, yeah, nobody got 1.
It's always fun to have a little guessing game with the chat. Keeps things interactive. On to the next bag and more predictions.
Absolutely. How many from bag number 5 do you think?
Let's keep it interesting. I'll guess 2 pieces left over this time. What about you?
I'm going to go with none for this one.
Bold move. Let's see who gets it right this time. Good luck with bag number 5.
We found out some information about the YouTube top fans XP war. It seems that anyone using iOS devices is not seeing the badges and not able to get the badges.
That makes sense. Sometimes these features roll out differently across platforms. Hopefully, they'll include iOS users soon. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, the bobbins came in at number 1, and then Hughes turned up at number 2, but then he's made it to number 1. So, yeah, he's overtaken the bobbins just by saying hello a couple of times. So, there you go.
Interesting. It seems like the system is still figuring itself out. Hopefully, it'll become more stable and fair over time. Thanks for keeping me updated.
See you at the end of the bag.
That's great timing. Good luck with finishing up bag 5. Keep me posted on how many pieces were left.
3 and 4. There we go. Does that say make sure it's the right bit? It's got to be to the right height. Yeah, it doesn't look anything like that. Right. Staying with 3 for this bag, says Stefan. Mark says 0. Hugh says, have iOS phone, but only really use it as such. As a phone, I assume. Yeah. Yeah, I do tend to generally watch YouTube on an iPad just because it's convenient. It's just sort of there. It doesn't take up any room. It just sort of sits in a little holder. But yeah, obviously doing the streaming, I'm doing that from a PC, so I've got the chat up over here. We'll pop for 1, says Hugh. 2 from Gemma. So we've got 0 from Mark, 1 from Hugh. I've also gone with 0. Gemma says 2, and I can't remember how many she said. And have a look back through her thing. That was the first one. She said 0. Come on. Scroll down. I'll find it eventually. 2. She went 2 this time. So we'll see what happens. 3 says the bobbins with his number 2 bag. Right, 2 of those. And 1 of the solid window pieces. And they are going in there somehow. The solid window piece goes in first that way round. And then that going off to the left, and then it's the left one going forwards and the other one going backwards. Just like that. 2 of them. Got a nice green bit in this one. They're going on the sides there. Yeah, I figured they would be. What we're doing about that? 2 of tool bits like that. I can feel the heat closing in at the moment. It's getting warmer. What with all the heat being on, the lamps being on and everything else. Doesn't take long for the temperature to build up. And it's been, you know, over half an hour that the lights have been on streaming, so we'll get there. Right, 1 of those and 1 of those. It's going on the top of that. And then 1 of those and 1 of those. That's going on top of that. Deja vu there, I think. Definitely seen that before. And 2 of those are going onto the bit that we left out. And there. Yeah. Right. 1 more window piece. That's going next to the other bit. But on top of there, like that. Make 2 of the following. One of those and one of those with it on top. So I'm going to need 2 of those. And one of them. And one of them. With those on top this time. So, yeah. Thank you very much for the super chat, Mark. But unfortunately, you didn't actually get any official notification of it. You got my gratitude for it, but not any pimping numbers and crowns and things, which does seem a little bit sad. Go, one more of them. On top again. One more of them and one of them. There we go. And that's going on that side. And then that side. Nice. 2 singles. And 1 6 like that. It's going across the top. So, yeah, how is everybody? You're welcome, says Mark. Thank you very much. How is everybody? Have you been all right in the heat today? Has it not been so bad for you? What other news have we got to share? Tomorrow, I have another hospital visit. I have another session of having my eyes injected, drugs into my eyeballs tomorrow. So that'll be fun. Do some of that. Think of me at lunchtime tomorrow. And then, yeah, I have, hopefully, they'll stick to the date I have for having my other cataract sorted out, which is in less than 3 weeks' time, towards the end of the month. So that should happen. And then, about a month after that, I can see about getting some proper glasses. That will enable me to see the bench and other things more clearly. And then life should start returning to normal. Or, you know, as normal as it ever gets around here. So very much looking forward to that. It's been a long couple of years. But, yeah. One of those and one of those. We're starting building a new sub-assembly, the outside of the S. Yep, it goes into the end one of those, like that. 3 more of them, you know where they're going to go. 1, 2, and 3. Yep, 2 of those. The big plate things, those, yep. And they're going to go on the top there, overhanging like that. These are the bits that are not quite the right angling. All the best for the surgery. All good. A lot cooler up north, says Hugh. Hopefully that's, yeah, okay there. Dorcosaurus is in. and obviously on an iOS device, because he hasn't come in at number 3. And he can't even see what we're talking about. He doesn't know that there's a competition underway. If you're using other laptops or computers, then there's a top 3 ranking for chat participants. And we've got Hugh and the Bobbins fighting out for 1 and 2. I wish you all the best in tomorrow's hospital visit, says Stefan. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've had lots of these done over the last couple of years, so it's not any noticeable hassle or anything for me at all at the moment. These, was it just one of those? But then another one, and 2 of the little blue clips. Yeah, the actual cataract surgery is more involved. It's a bigger deal, but still not a big deal. It went absolutely fine last time. In and out in a couple of hours, basically, without any worries, no drama. Cover up your eye for a day, can't see a thing. But then the next morning, it's like Day of the Triffids all over again. Just gonna say it don't go on there, but it goes on there that way around. Yeah, Day of the Triffids all over again, where all of a sudden you can see, and the world around you is exactly the same as it was when I went away. So that goes on there like that. Nice. I do like this. This is a fun build. I really want a crown, says the Bobbins. Well, then you have to keep chatting, or super chat, or become a channel member or something. It probably all matters. You can have the one off the top of my beer, Bobbins, says Hugh, still being number 1. So they're still chatting amongst themselves, keeping the fight alive. You've got a crown. It's just a slightly smaller crown in a slightly darker colour. Gemma can't see it. Let me send Gemma a picture of the chat so she can see what she's missing out on. There we go. Let's send that along there. If she's watching, she'll know what the message is going to be. If she's not watching, not paying attention, then she won't know what the message means. And I'll probably get a message back saying, "What's this for?" So we'll find out if she's paying attention or not. Yeah, so all good stuff. Looking forward to being able to see it again, because I used to quite enjoy looking at things. That's going to be that and that again, and then there's going to be one of those either side, isn't there? Yeah. I didn't even pay attention to which side of which the blobs were going on, because it doesn't matter, because they're going on anyway. Beer, says the Bobbins. I do have a small beer with me this evening to calm the nerves for tomorrow's surgery. Well, it's not really surgery, just an injection in each eye. The whole spate of eye checking first to make sure that my eyes are still working a little bit before they jab them with things. One of those long bit things, not the upright bit, the flattened bit. That one of them. Yes, one of them. Goes on there, going backwards. Okay. And then one of them little ones going to go underneath. And we're going to have to do this all over again, aren't we? Yes. Yes, we are. One of those with that. That. And that. Because these got to go either side. Those bits underneath onto there. The other bit of the S coming along there. I saw the photo and the crown. I'm paying attention. Hugh says, lovely stuff. After Bobbin said, beer. So you're still chatting amongst yourselves. It's not helping anyone's goal to become number one. Yes, I do have a, what have I got? It's Hobgoblin Gold. It was cold out the fridge. It's now not so cold. Not been in the fridge for a couple of hours. Right, 2 of those and 1 of those. So the streams this weekend. What have we got? That's going up there. I've got that in the wrong place. I'll put that down there. It should be up there. That's better. Yes, this weekend. Where are we? Today is Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, nothing happening at all. I mean, there's things happening, but not streams. So, yeah, that's nice and easy. Saturday night. Saturday's going to be fun. It's not going to be so warm again. It's going to be, if anything, a couple of degrees colder. I say colder, cooler than it is today. So the plan is for Katie to join us once again, doing some Escape Simulator. You know, all of the regulars do that. So we won't be starting that. But what we will be doing, assuming it's not too hot, Katie should be joining us again. And we're going to revisit one of the old levels that has been so long, many years ago, that I've forgotten all about it. So it won't be a case of, you know, just working through the puzzles quickly because we know what we're doing, because we don't know what we're doing. So we're going to go back and do an old puzzle with Katie being in VR and us being on the normal flat screen computer. That is satisfying. I do like it when sub-assemblies come together just right. I like that. So yes, that is the plan for Saturday. Now, Saturday is also a thing. Saturday is my 8th YouTube anniversary. I've been doing YouTube for 8 years come Saturday, according to YouTube. Swedish currency is krona. That's crowns. I believe so, yes. Sounds about right. Yes, so Saturday, say, is my YouTube anniversary. So the stream will be also in honor of that, as well as being just a fun escape sim thing. But don't expect, you know, parties and cake, because the cake is a lie, as we all know. Turn that over. We've got that, that, and that. And then Sunday, Katie will be returning once again for some more Planet Crafter. So a fun-filled weekend. And yeah, that's about it. Next week, of course, is the first Monday of the month. So it's an e-models week. So Monday night, back on the e-models channel with them. And then we've got another week beginning. Tuesday, I shall be back on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Two of them. For some more of that. Because I did Outlaws yesterday. Oh, Outlaws yesterday. If anybody was watching and was curious, as soon as I turned off the camera, or turned off the stream rather, I thought I'll have one more go and I'll not bother trying to fight all the guys. I'll just make a break for it. So it reloaded me back in just after I'd deactivated the whatever it was that was holding the ship in place. And I just made a break for it, ran past the guys and got onto the ship. And it let me. So we got into the ship took off. And then we were in space. And there seems to be some sort of space combat stuff going on. So I haven't done anything with that. But I made it out of the landing pad so easily. It was just, run for it. And it worked. I wasn't expecting it to work, but it did. So that's where we're going to be in a couple of weeks' time when I return to Star Wars Outlaws. This week, this coming Tuesday, back for some more Shadows. I can't remember exactly where I were on the Assassin's Creed Shadows. So we'll have to start figuring out what's going on with that. This is interesting. Bit with the shaping of that. I think this is the top of the... Oh, not the top. It'll be the side. We'll twist it round and it'll be the side of the R. One of them and one of them. But we will be doing this again, won't we? Happy YouTube anniversary. Good beer also, says Hugh about the Corona. Yeah, well, it's not Corona anymore, is it? Because I think they might have folded because of a whole virusy thing. The beer didn't like that very much. It's that. A 1 and a 1. Very nearly the end of another bag. Two of those going on there like that. Right. One of them and one of them. There's going to be one bit left, isn't there? Go on there, innit? Yeah, I know. Let me put this on. It's interesting you've got the grill bits under there. Oh, I like that. That's once again, that's satisfying. I am liking that a lot. That is really nice. Bag the 6. And that's going to go together just like that. I'm liking that. Right, one piece left over from that. Get the final bag ready. Have a nice drink. because I think I've almost finished. Yep, that's that gone. Let's get this open. No little bags in that one. So let's have a word with Seja. There was one single piece left over from that bag as well.
Nice. Looks like you're on a roll with these builds. Ready for the final bag?
I've just ripped it open. How many pieces you left from that one?
Let's guess 3 leftover pieces for this last bag. What's your prediction?
I'm going to stick with the 1 because it's been 1 on the last couple, so I'm going to go 1.
Solid choice. Let's see if the streak continues. Good luck with the final bag.
Right. Take your word for it, Hugh. I don't drink beer, which is weird, as I'm 50% British. Must be some kind of mutation. Probably is. One part says Mark. Yep. See, there you go. I did tell you there's one bit spare, says Hugh. Well done, Hugh. Yes, you got it right. That's why you're number 1, Hugh. You obviously know these things. So we've got the top half of the W and the A to do. Nice. Right. One of them. And one of them. And one of them. Where are we? 9 o'clock. So it's finishing time, but there's one bag left. So I've got to do the one bag because that's the way these things work. Right. So we're building along from there. So we've got the pink, the big bit, and then that bit, which is going to be sort of greebly through the edge a little bit. Right. One of those. One of those and 2 of them. Going across from the top of that. No, all the way along there. That's interesting. Go along there, and then that, and then that. Right. I'm going to have a quick toilet break. So I'll leave that on the next page of instructions. I've got to sort those out when I return. So I shall see you in just a couple of minutes. Hello, I am returned. Nothing to do with me. Bobbin's wondering if it was a spider alert. All hide quick. No, one bit spare. There's Gemma. Quick before it runs under the sofa. Anyone else experiencing audio dropping in and out? What, on the Be Right Back or now or anything? Let me know. I might not be able to do anything about it. But audio seemed to be a bit strange when I started today because it apparently wasn't sending out any audio, but then it was. So unless that's what you mean by dropping in and out, if that was what it was doing to begin with. But yeah, as ever, always let me know if you are experiencing any difficulties. I'll see if I can do anything about them. No guarantees. I might not be able to, but I thought I heard the audio playing up a bit, says Gemma. Bobbin says, seems fine here. So I think it's all just up and down for different people at different time. Let's have a look. Got to make 4 of these. Is this going to be the top of the A? It's about that sort of thing. So one of them. I mean, 4 of them, really. So 2, 3, 4 of them. Oh, excuse me. Got the yawns already. Not even bedtime yet. 1, 2. 2. 3. Oh, only one more. Only want to find one more of them. You've got to be around here somewhere. There we go. That goes on to there. 2, 3, and 4. And then slopes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which way are the slopes going to go? Thick bit at the top. Yeah, this is going to be the next bit of the A, isn't it? Four of those, they go like that. We know how they go. On there, like that. And then that bit. Go. Oh, no, I don't know how that's going to work. Oh, it's going to be those bits. Going to go on there like that, aren't they? Three. And 4. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I've made a hideous mistake. Oh, this has got to go across the middle, hasn't it? One of them. The bottom that side. More of them. Wait, what? Not that. Not that. Plates. One of them. One of them. Going across the top of that again. Yeah, I know what that looks like. I just built it. You know, when we put that in the middle there like that. Okay, that's the thing. And then, not even then. I suppose I've got to build up this bit first, haven't I? So one of them. One of them. Goes on there like that. One of them goes on the other side like that. Yeah. That goes on there. Then 4 of them. Yeah, there we go. I knew it'd happen. 2. Not that one, not that one. It's got to be the other way up. I find lots of ones that are the wrong way up. Ah, there you go, because they're stuck together over there. Covering over our pink piece in there. Nice. We've still got a plate to put on the side there to give us a shiny side. Sophie's in, is she? Did Sophie come in? Sophie said, "Hi Dad, I'm still alive." Thank you. Thanks for letting me know, Sophie. Saves you messaging, doesn't it? Sophie is still in the hospital, but the word is she will be out on Friday. So we'll wait and see what happens with that. 2 of the 3s. 2 of them as well. Another one of them. There we go. All right. This is going across the top of that. Come on, move back out of the way. Right. So we've got that across there. That across all of that. Then that one. That across there. And that. That. And that. Nice. 2 of the long ones. They're going to go down the sides, aren't they? On the side of the R's. Yeah. This is not quite thick enough. Go. Sophie says hi everyone. She's watching through FaceTime with me. So she said hi through the actual chat as well. 1 second on, 1 second on. Started before Chris took his little break. Oh, what, the audio? It's just for you apparently. So try restarting, reloading. Oh, you are. All right, okay. Yeah, that's everybody saying hello. Right, good. One of those and one of those. Making up a thing. What's going on there? 2 of those. Down across there. 1 more of those going underneath there. Yeah. One more of those. Across there. 4 of those. Those 3s. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. 3. And 1 more. 1 more would be good. There it is. Yep, that's that. And that is going in the middle of the W. That's where the upside down bits are going to go in the corner there, aren't they? Right. 1 and 1. Making up a thing. That one in that corner, like so. Sophie says thank you, Mark, because she's obviously still on FaceTime and can't use YouTube app and FaceTime at the same time. It's going to be very confusing. Four of them. 1, say 2, 3, and 4. There you go. And go on the outsides around there. Okay, this is a bit strange, but I will go with it. I've finished watching the show that Katie introduced me to last week or two ago, the High Potential, short opening season. Hopefully they'll do more. Certainly finished cliffhangery, so we'll see what's going to happen with that. We've watched some more Andor. I must admit, I'm not enjoying it quite as much as the first season. The first half of the first season was a bit boring, but the second half I really got into. The first half of the second season, I'm really not enjoying as much. It's, I don't know, strange. But yeah, we'll stick with it and get through to the end of it. I've been watching Ironheart. Disney are doing a strange thing with that. They started the season with 3 episodes, and that was last week. Am I doing the same thing again? I probably am, because I've got the same number of bits again. And today they dropped another 3 episodes. So, not entirely certain what they're playing at. But I've watched one of those today. And yeah, very much enjoying that. Good. 2 of those, yeah. Either side of the thing. Give us the tops of the W's. Like that. Yep, that makes sense to me. Yep, that's the thing. 6 of them. 2, 3. There's only 5 because I've already put 1 in place. So 1 there, 1 there. The other 4 all across this end. Apart from that one that I'm going to throw over there. There we go. Right, 2 of them. Towards the end now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking like probably a no pieces left over situation here. Do that there on the other side of the W. There with those there. Nice. Right, so 1 of them and 2 of those. What are we doing with that? Oh, it's going across there. There? Not there. It's not one of those. It's one of the shorter ones. That goes across there. With those either side. Then we need 3 of them. 1 of them. 1 of them, 2 of them, and 1 of them. So no pieces left over. Basically finishing off this entire top run. So we've got 1 of those. Then the other 6. Then 1 of those. Then the longer one. And another 1 of those. Then the 4. Yep. And with those 2 on there. And then that's that finished. And then it's going to be put the other half on top. Yep. Cool. Right, let's get this out of the way. Let's bring in the star. I will have a word with Tasia to let her know we're finished. All done. Final bag finished and no pieces left over from that one.
Perfect finish. The build must look fantastic. Well done.
Well, I haven't quite finished it yet. I've got to put the star and the wars together. I haven't done that yet. I thought I'd do that live now with you here.
That's awesome. It's always satisfying to put the final pieces together. Let's do this.
There we go. That's it. It's done. And yeah, I do like it. It looks pretty good.
Congratulations. It must look fantastic. Great job finishing it.
I'll send you a picture of it in a minute.
Looking forward to it. Can't wait to see how it turned out.
No problem. Right, so that's it. The stream is now finished. Would you like to sign off and say goodbye to everybody?
Sure thing. Thanks everyone for joining the stream. It's been a blast. See you next time.
There we go. That's that. So thank you all very much for joining. It's been fun. Looks good, says Gemma. Cool, says Mark. Good little build, says Hugh. You need to do the other paragraph, says the Bobbins, but the whole it was a period of civil war thing. No, this will find somewhere over in the background, no doubt, for a little while at least. But I like that. That is nice. That's cool. A little bit of Greeblies in the black, as you would get with Star Wars. You can't have Star Wars without Greeblies. And of course, we do still have the opening scene tucked away in the tea. The Star Destroyer following the Tantive. That is really nice. I like that. So next Tuesday, I shall return. Next Wednesday, even. Sorry. No, next Tuesday I won't. Well, we'll return. But next Wednesday, I'm back with the Max builds. Katie has requested the donut, which happened to be the one that I picked up. So we shall do the donut next week. 189 pieces of that. And we'll continue on with our builds from there. That's about it. So Hugh says, thank you. Hugh has slipped to number 2. Bobbins obviously got his last thing with number 2. And if you put something else in, he'll be number 1 by the looks of it. Unless Hugh's just stolen his number 1 back by putting in another one saying number 2. I don't know. It could easily happen. So if you want to take part in the whole live chat top fans, make sure you're not using an Apple device because it doesn't seem to like them. Unless next time it might. We'll find out. The Bobbin says 1, number 1. Yeah, that made you happy. Made him happy finishing off in number 1. So thank you all very much for joining me. I shall see you on Saturday night for some Escape Simulator and then Sunday for some more Planet Crafter. So thank you for watching. Stay safe and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.